not what they thought it was going to be. And so what I want to tell people is that this is Blue Monday. The third Monday of the month is one of the deadliest moments of the year because a lot of suicides tend to happen around the third Monday of the month. And so anyway, I'm here to tell you, never say never. Never say never. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your resolutions. Don't give up on your goals. Keep going no matter what. No matter what anybody says, no matter what happens, don't give up on your goals, on your dreams. The third Monday of January is technically called Blue Monday. It is the most amount of depression, the most amount of suicides. If you go back a couple years, you can see it's called Blue Monday for a reason, because this is the time of the month of January where people start giving up on everything they thought that they were going to do this year. Everybody starts off pumped up. Everybody starts off excited. Everybody has that new year, new you, new this and new this. And guess what? It's now worn off. It's 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And it's worn off. We've gone back to those old behaviors. So what I want to tell you is not to do that. Keep going. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's tough. Keep going. Keep going. I watched a documentary, and everybody, don't judge, everybody needs to watch this. Everybody. Tonight, whenever you get a chance, watch the documentary Never Say Never. And if you've seen it, post below if you've seen it. Say, yes, I've seen it. Never Say Never. Post below that you've seen it. Never Say Never is a documentary about the young Justin Bieber. Yes, I know. Yes, I know it's Justin Bieber. I know this. However, don't judge. Watch it with an open mind. Watch it. I don't care what you think about 25-year-old Justin Bieber. I don't care about the decisions between him and Selena Gomez. I don't care about anything that you think about the tattoos and the decisions and the depression and the blah, blah, blah. Watch Never Say Never. It's a 2011 documentary on the young Justin Bieber. He's about 15, 16-ish. Watch it. Watch the documentary. As an entrepreneur and as a person that loves goal setting and achieving greatness, listen to me. Watch it. Never say never. Watch it. The young kid went to every single radio station that he could go to. Literally went to every single, this 14-year-old kid. They weren't playing his music because he wasn't taken serious, because he was a kid and he had a baby face and he didn't know anybody and he had moves and he had whatever, but nobody was taking him serious. So he went to every single radio station. His manager and the people that really saw something in him physically went to every radio station that they could and then played the music there for the DJs. This kid went to every single person. Every single person. That's what he did. He went to every single DJ, every single radio station, and he played his music for people because he wasn't being taken serious. This blew me away. This young kid wanted it so bad that he was discovered, introduced to high executives like Usher and some other people. He was blown off at first, wasn't taken serious. And then he decided that, you know what, I'm going to make it happen no matter what. And he went out and he played at the radio stations. Okay? He played at the radio stations because nobody was taking him serious. So, I'm dead serious. I had a fire in me after I watched that documentary. I watched it last night. Never say never. I'm dead serious. Just watch it. I'm not a Justin Bieber fan. I don't call up Justin and be like, oh my God, I love you so much. Listen to me. I was rooting. I literally, at the end of the documentary, I was rooting for 16-year-old Justin Bieber. I was fascinated. I was literally fascinated. My 16-year-old son is sitting next to me watching this. He is watching the documentary with me. And all these girls are like, oh my God, like all crying. Parents, older ladies are like, oh my God, like people are dying over him. In 2010, 2011, 2012, I mean, this is literally happening. This is happening. And I felt myself rooting for 16-year-old Bieber because the whole part of the documentary is how he sold out Madison Square Garden in 22 minutes. 16-year-old Justin Bieber sold out Madison Square Garden in 22 minutes. How did he do that? He did it in a year and a half by working harder than anybody else. And it goes through all of the hard work and all of the tears and all of the ugliness that entrepreneurs go through to make it happen no matter what. All we see is the sold out crowds. We don't see the work that got put in to get to those crowds. And what I loved about this documentary, Never Say Never, is that nobody on the team ever gave up. When one person wanted to, everybody jumped in and supported them and picked them back up. When Justin got sick and had strep throat, here's what blows my mind. They showed him doing a concert with a broken foot. They did a concert with him having strep throat. He said, there's no way I'm canceling any dates. There's no way that I will cancel any dates. And they canceled one out of an 86 date tour. They canceled one because he literally had no voice. They didn't have a choice. But he sold out Madison Square Garden, and it showed in there the way that they marketed him throughout his journey. So there's a little bit of marketing in there. There's a little bit of do or die attitude in there. But I felt myself rooting for this 16-year-old kid to make it happen no matter what. And Mark said that he sold out Madison Square Garden by appealing to young girls who badgered their parents into buying tickets. What I found fascinating about that was that he would pull a girl from the crowd, put her on stage, and serenade her. And everybody's like, I love his hair, I love this, I love this, I love this. But the managers would go around they would always keep 10 tickets. They would never sell 10 tickets. They kept 10 tickets, and they would find 10 random people who said, hey, are you going to the concert? They go, no, we couldn't afford them, and they're sold out. And they're like, well, how many would you need? Oh, I need like 2 or 3. Like, I've got 2 or 3. Here's fourth row seats. They wouldn't give them like floor seats, but they give them like fourth row. They give them fourth row. But I thought it was fascinating. I thought it was an amazing display of heart. I thought it was an amazing display of just, you have to see this. You literally, you have to see it. And I don't care what you think about, what he does now or what he's done in the past or the decisions that he's made, because all of us have made bad decisions. All of us have done stupid stuff. But it also talked about ruining children's childhood because of childhood actors. And they brought up Michael Jackson and the problems that Michael Jackson had because he was a childhood star. They brought up different actors, and like Corey Feldman and Corey Haim had a lot of problems, and they had a documentary about that. But they always talked about keeping him a child as long as they could keep him a child, even though the norms that he was living wasn't a normal childhood. I felt myself rooting for this kid. And I was like, man, and it made me take a moment to say, what am I doing? Am I doing everything I can? Or am I making excuses on why it's not happening? You've heard me say this many, many times. You either make results or you make excuses on why it's not happening. And the whole story was that nobody was taking him serious. So he went to YouTube, created his own YouTube channel, and did songs and covers and everything on YouTube and used social media to fuel him. And he became a sensation on social media. And then he had 5 people at a fair, and then there was 40, and then there was 100, and then there was more people and more people and more people, and he worked hard to make this happen. And it's just, you have to watch it. It is absolutely amazing. I did a search on our TV for it, and I found it on, it wasn't on like Netflix or anything. We have Roku, so I found it on like Tubi, T-U-B-I. I found it on Tubi, but they've got it on a bunch of different places. You can just search for it, search for, Never Say Never. I'm telling you, it is worth the watch. It's like an hour long. I promise you, it is definitely worth the watch. And it's a great message for my 16-year-old who is currently navigating his own teenage space, trying to find his position in the world and wondering what's possible for him. And and him and I just kept looking at each other like, this is amazing. And the way they portrayed it was absolutely incredible. They had the ups, they had the downs. They showed him getting in trouble because he was back talking, and then they showed him, getting in trouble for other things, but then they showed him like what the work that it takes and how many hours he puts in. And it was just absolutely incredible. So I tell you, never say never. Never say never. Never give up. No matter what happens, keep going. You're one step away. You're one moment away. You're one yes away from achieving complete abundance in your life. One step away, one decision away, one moment away, one movement away, one yes away, 1 hour away, 1 minute away, 1 second away to do extra effort, to do that one thing that nobody's willing to do. The most famous saying is that I'm doing what people aren't willing to do now so that I can live the life that others can't later. That's the entrepreneurial saying. I'm going to do what I got to do now because nobody wants to do that so that I can live the life later on that nobody else can. It's because they didn't put in the work. I'm not saying hustle, 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 12 hours of hustle, hustle. But I'm saying figure out what you can do while you have the time available to you and maximize everything you're doing. That's my word for 2020. Maximize. Maximize what you're doing. So I say again, never say never. Watch the documentary Never Say Never. And today is the decision that you pick yourself back up, you dust yourself off, and whatever you're struggling with, whatever you're going through, you have the power to say this is not how my story ends. You have the ability to turn the page and write a new chapter and write your success story in 2020, in the new decade. Now is the time that you write your success story because no one's going to write it for you. I promise you, you're going to get fired up. Watch it. Never say never. You'll thank me. And with that, I love everything about you. Never say never. Watch it. You'll thank me. Have an amazing rest of your day. And if you need anything, please reach out to me. Let's have a conversation about how you can maximize the opportunities available to you in 2020. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.